Christy from ChristyNelson.net, and I have a video for you all about the new Cricut Imagine. It's the new machine from ProvoCraft, and I have it right here. It's really big, as you can see. It takes up quite a bit of space on my card table. And basically what the Cricut Imagine is, it's a printer and a cutter. So it takes the Cricut expression and kind of amplifies it a bit by adding the printing capability. So I thought I'd show you a little bit about it and show you a project that I did. Basically, the Cricut Imagine, it has printer cartridges. The ink cartridges are back here. And then instead of having a keypad, it's got a screen, and there's a handy place for the stylus. And then it uses these smaller Imagine cartridges. And this is called an art cartridge. And basically what is on the art cartridge, they come in these cases. But here's the booklet that comes with it. So it comes with different patterns that you can print, and it also has some images as well. So that's what's on that cartridge. And what you can do with the Imagine is you can use two cartridges at once. So I have one of my old cartridges that I use with my Cricut expression. This one is Once Upon a Princess. And it's a cartridge that has a lot of layers, so I thought it might work well with the Cricut Imagine, and I was right. So I've loaded in my Once Upon a Princess cartridge, and then I have my art cartridge. And over the past little bit, I've been adding some images to my screen. And here you can see my mat. You zooming in. And I have a couple different images already loaded onto my mat. And I'm just going to go back and add another one here so you can see how you add the layers. So this is just like the keypad on the expression that most of us are familiar with. And I think I'll print out, I'll just do another doll shape here. So I've added that. I'm going to hit next. And then it will show up on my mat. And as you can see, there's no color or design associated with that. If I leave it like that, it will cut it out just like it would on the expression, and it would cut it out using whatever kind of paper I have on there. But if I want to give it a color, I click on it, the pencil to edit, and then here I can pick any of these patterns that I want. I don't really want a doll with diamonds or stripes, but you can just scroll through these, and then here you come to some basic colors. Then they also have the option, you can also use the arrow keys if you don't want to scroll using the stylus. There's one option where you can choose your own color right here. And it has the numbers that you can select, so if you have a specific color that you want to match, then this is a really great option. Or you can just drag it around until you find the color that you want your person to be. And there you have it. So now I have my girl, and I hit apply. And then it will take me back to the mat where I'm ready to print. and cut. Okay, I'm actually going to, I don't want to cut this out, so I'm going to delete it. And it's as easy as that to get rid of any images that you have on there. It also has the fit to page, the autofill settings, and then here you've got your speed and pressure, multi-cut. You can flip your images, and then here you set your paper page. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you was, here we'll do this one, was the relative size and true size. So I have the doll set at 3 inches. And like most Cricut cartridges, all of the items that go with this doll are set to fit perfectly on there. So you want to have the relative size for all other items going on this doll to be set also at 3 inches. So it will match up perfectly. Okay, so I think we're ready to print. Can go ahead and pause that. Okay, I have the mat for the Imagine. It is a different mat. You have to use a specific mat for this. You can't use your expression mats. And that's because it has these grids on the side that has something to do with how the printer works. So I'm not going to question that. I just know that this mat is what has to be used in the Cricut Imagine. Mine that came with the machine wasn't that sticky. I don't know if that's part of the design or if mine just wasn't very sticky, but I haven't had a problem yet cutting things out with it. So I'm just going to use plain white cardstock. I'm going to try and get it to stick down as much as I can. Okay, and so now we're going to see, for the Cricut Expression, you enter the mat underneath the roller blades. Can you see those? So on the Expression, you enter them under the roller blades, and that's where it cuts. But on the Imagine, you enter it above because it prints first. So I'm going to hit next. I'm ready to cut. And then you insert the mat, and it goes in quite a ways before you can feel where it stops. And then it says to apply light pressure to the mat and press go. So I'm just going to hold it so it's tight and it will grab it. And then now it's going to get ready to print. And now can you get back there so where the mat goes in for the cutting? Well, there you go. It came off the mat. It's not going to work now. Okay, there you have it. You don't have to unload your mat or anything. It just comes and pops right out. And then you can just pop out your little die cuts. And they're ready to go. I made one earlier so I could show you how it looks. I kind of messed up my doll with my glue, but that was a gluing issue and not a Cricut Imagine issue. That was just user error. But I went ahead and made the little dress, And they're really cute. My daughter's going to be super excited to play with them. Has a little tiara too that you can attach. Whoops, I just folded it over. I'm thinking about making a bunch of these dolls, maybe a little bigger, and then using Velcro so my daughter can change the clothes pretty regularly. Here's another thing that I cut out with the Imagine so you can see. I just did a basic shape and then it printed the design right on there, and here's the back. You can see it was just regular white cardstock. And there you have it. That's the Cricut Imagine.